It's 49ers versus the Rams, Week 15, Thursday Night Football, and here are the keys to victory. Welcome, everybody, to the Wild Wild West, a.k.a. the keys to victory, sponsored by Wet Residency. Listen, man, go to www.residency.com. They got all kind of crazy holiday specials going on right now. And you can use the promo code SFBreezie and save on your total purchase, all right? So make sure you guys go ahead and do so. Now, listen, we got the latest updates with the 49ers. We got players who are ruled out, players that are questionable. So these keys are pending on if the guys that are questionable are going to play. Either way, I expect the 49ers to do exactly what they need to do out there, all right? Just off the top of the dome piece, Trent Williams and safety Malik Mustafa has been ruled out of the game. Questionable, Nick Bosa, Dre Greenlaw, two questionable guys on the defense. And offensively, my man Isaac Guerrero with the foot injury, all right? Let's get to these keys to victory. All right, man, listen, they got to run the ball, set up play action pass, take care of the gosh darn ball, stop the run, and limit the explosives. 5 things. We're going to break it down right here just like that. All right, let's get down to the keys to victory. Man, I think the 49ers have a really good chance of evening things out. Evening things out. Is that a word? Whatever. They got a good chance of making things even, splitting the series 1-1. First thing that they got to do, though, they have to find a way to run the ball. Now, listen, I'm expecting Isaac Guerrero to play. He has been listed questionable. But even if he doesn't, expect the San Francisco 49ers to take advantage of their 24th ranked run defense. It's bad. It's not a good run defense. The Niners should be able to average what they get normally per game, 130-plus yards. They got to go out there and just run the ball. That's it, run the ball. So whether it's Isaac Guerrero, if Patrick Taylor gets to start, they spell him with if it's going to be Keyshawn Vaughn, are we going to get some Israel Abinakanda? I don't know, but they need to run the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if Brock Purdy gets a couple of, zone read option type runs. We saw it last week and it ran for a touchdown in the goal line. Saw a little creativity down there. Depending on where they are on the football field, I think Kyle Shanahan allows this team to effectively run the ball. It's got to be the key because it sets up the rest of their offense. And I'm looking for the run game to do very well. You watch Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills torch this defense on the ground as well as in the air. And I expect the San Francisco 49ers to have another good back-to-back run week with the football. So again, if Isaac Guerrero gets to start, Patrick Taylor, whether it's Deebo Samuel, Ricky Pearsall, I could see some misdirection and things happening out there opposed to the regular basic jet sweeps that we normally see that really don't go for any yards anymore because defenses are pretty much up to what's going on with the San Francisco 49ers. I think with Isaac Guerrero out on the football field, it allows the misdirection plays to happen because of his ability to catch out of the backfield, because of his ability to have the quickness to get out to the edge. So expect the Niners to come out there and establish the run big time. If they do this key, they will be victorious, at least on their way to being victorious. Number 2, let's get down to play, action, pass. Man, Brock Purdy, I didn't realize that the 49ers are bottom of the league, 18th in play, action, pass attempts. Now, as far as the production, they're ranked a little bit higher. He's 23rd in the league. So that's kind of like tier going toward the bottom. So the 49ers are 23rd in play action pass attempts. Production, they're ranked 13th. So they're getting yards. They got about 787 of his passing yards based off of play action pass. This defense isn't ranked that good in the passing game as well. They're in their 20s as well. So I expect the San Francisco 49ers to set up the run, Set up play action pass, play like whatever it is that they need to do, they're going to get it done. Whether it's the pass action or play action, either way, they're going to get done. Pass action is when he doesn't turn his back to the defense to take his eyes off the defense, off the offense for a little bit. And pass action is when he just kind of just like fakes the handoff real quick while looking at the defense, keeping his eyes on the defense. Either way, the Niners need to develop this early, get it going, get these guys involved. I'm expecting big days from guys like George Kittle, again, who didn't play last time. And again, Juwan Jennings, who scored 3 touchdowns against this defense. It's the same defense. Nothing has changed. They didn't change like the Seattle Seahawks defense changed the second time we played them. It's the same defense. So I'm expecting the Niners set up play action pass and get things going deep down the football field, crossing routes, all those type of routes, man. George Kittle could have a field day over the middle. Their linebackers are like ranked bottom of the league in pass coverage. Their safeties aren't really good in pass coverage. So the San Francisco 49ers just need to find a way to set up this play action pass to get things going. Number 3, they got to take care of the football. Now listen, I don't care if it's on special teams. They cannot turn this ball over. They can't turn it over running the ball, and they can't throw interceptions. Brock Purdy has been cleared from the fumble game, from the interception game for the past, he didn't do anything last week. Clean game. You win the turnover battle, you win the game. It's super simple. And the Niners need to keep things super simple. Don't extra complicate things. Allow this pass rush to try to get off and make plays. Nah. Brock Purdy, he had an interception in the last time they played each other. I'm expecting Brock Purdy to be a lot better out there on the football field as far as who he's seeing, what he's seeing. All right. There's no Brandon Ayuk this time, but again, you get back Deebo Samuel and George Kittle. The Niners offensively got to find a way to take care of the ball, and on special teams. They can't give the Rams any more opportunities. Don't give them any more opportunities than what they're going to get. All right. Limit that. Don't get any turnovers. The Niners will find a way to be victorious. All right. Number 4, let's get to the defensive side. Drake Greenlaw's listed questionable, and I'm expecting him to be back. He was at practice, and I think Drake Greenlaw is going to provide number 1 tackling. You don't have to worry about missed tackles from a guy like Drake Greenlaw, and coverage, right? As far as out in the flat and, back in the middle third of the football field. I like what Dre Greenlaw is going to be able to bring. We saw what the addition of Talanoa Hufanga did to the 49ers defense last week. And so, look, the Niners need to come out there and, number 1, take away the run. Don't allow Kyren Williams to activate, period. Now, Kyren Williams did rush for 89 yards, 2 touchdowns on 24 attempts. This time, I think they'll give the ball. They'll probably get a little bit creative as well. You might see some Tutu Atwell out of the backfield. You may see Puka Nacua. You may see Cooper Kupp out of the backfield. But I think Sean McVay is going to try to run the ball, especially if he can't get things going with Kyren Williams and Blake Corum and those guys up front, which they ran the ball very well against the Buffalo Bills defense. But the 49ers defense, when they're intact, they're whole, they are solid. It's a tough team to run on when their defensive front is doing their job and filling in those gaps. And here comes the linebackers downhill making the tackles. So I'm expecting the Niners to come out here, stop the run. If they stop the run, they force them to be one-dimensional. And if they're one-dimensional, it's a key to victory, baby. Last and certainly not least, limit the explosive plays. We're playing against a quarterback that likes to throw the ball 20-plus yards down the field. He has 20 of them things actually on the season as completions, and he's going to look to do it. He did it last time we played them. We limited the explosive plays for the majority of the game. Then Tutu Atwell gets like a 55-yard catch deep down the field. So the Niners got to make sure that they're on their P's and Q's. Their coverage is great. The communication is great back there. I think with Talanoa Hufanga being back there, it helps out. Jair Brown's probably going to get to start this game without Malik Mustafa out there, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see the veteran Tashawn Gibson Jr. out there as well. We'll see what happens, but they got to limit the explosive plays in the air and on the ground. Let's not let Kyren Williams and their run game get these 10-plus yards. Keep those runs 10 yards or less. Every run against the Bears had one explosive run, and it came from the quarterback. I don't expect Matthew Stafford to run. Now, the 49ers are playing pass and the middle of the field is open. He's probably going to take off and get runs. But that's a limit. That's what I'm saying by limiting. You can live with that. They got to make sure that they take away their threats. Kyron Williams needs to be taken away. Watch the jet sweeps. Watch the reverses, the end arounds, all those type of plays where they can use some speed to try to get out there on the edge on this Y9 defensive front. If the 49ers can find a way to limit the explosive plays, beep, beep. Who got the keys to victory? I was going to say my Jeep. Vroom. And we are out. So those are the 5 keys to victory. Run the ball, play action pass, take care of the daggone ball, stop the run, and limit the explosive plays. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Listen, we'll be back next week. We going to Miami, baby. And things happen. Good things happen when you get to Miami. So we'll go ahead and recap what's going on, man. But make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to check out the other videos as well if you want to check out some of the other keys to victory videos or the videos of this week pertaining to the game. Love y'all. Keep it faithful to the Bay. We out this joint.